Alright, you may have clicked on this video wondering, what the hell task? This isn't orc content for the orca whales, this is modern Roblox, trust me for a minute. This is related to old Roblox, as you can see by the title. Is modern Roblox as bad as people say it is? Is comparing? Well, not really comparing, I'd say looking at the faults and problems that people complain about modern Roblox for having and why people switch to old Roblox and say it's better. So as you can see, it does have a connection to orca whale content. Alright, for the actual video now, I'll be talking and picking 3 to 5 things that people complain about Roblox for having, such as them removing events, etc. I've had this idea in the back of my head for a while now, and I haven't seen anybody do it yet. But anyways, time for the actual video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry for not uploading in a while. First, I'll review 3 games plus a bonus game that represent Roblox as of now.
This is a simple point-and-click fighting game. Not much to say about it. It almost feels like a game that is used to gain Robux and then stops receiving updates, and is left to die before the creator makes a new, more popular game. I was bored one day and I played this game up until the Naruto zone, so I've already had a head start basically. In this game, you buy fighters with a star and level them up by having them defeat enemies, or you can buy another fighter and fuse their stats with your fighter. To unlock different zones, you have to pay with the currency this game uses. Honestly, anime fighting games have come a long way from that Tokyo Ghoul game I used to play. This game has a unique approach to anime fighting games, but where it lacks is keeping the player engaged. You could sit and put on a autoclicker for hours and defeat enemies while watching YouTube. It doesn't help that your main way of getting currency and leveling up your character is by doing boring quests where you sit and wait until your fighter is done killing the character. Honestly, it isn't a bad game, but it could use more engagement by adding a different way of having your character fight them, like Pikmin Battle Combat or something like that. But honestly, pretty solid game. 7/10. I haven't played this game yet, nor do I understand the hype behind it, so this is a first look. I joined the game and immediately I noticed the annoying UI that pops up at you telling you where to go and what to do. I got a house and just started walking around for a bit. I thought this game would be like Bloxburg, in the way that you have to take care of yourself and get a job to afford bills, like The Sims. I didn't notice until way later that this is a role-play game, so I found myself at the cashier at what I can assume is a corner store, but I was wondering why there were no NPCs coming in, so I just sat there, watching the same animation loop until I figured out I should just go to another job. I asked this lady in the yellow how to get a job, but she acted like a NPC and placed down a fucking C. What the fuck? I'm guessing she was the one in chat who said please get out of my place. I ended up finding a job at a place called Ice Cream. Talk about creativity here. I thought I was in luck because there was an icon that said job in the corner, which I thought meant I was gonna be serving NPCs and making money. I was misled. I ended up playing around with the things in the store until a kid and his 2 princess moms came into the store. I asked him what would he like and he asked for birthday cake ice cream, so I tried to give it to him but failed. I sat there, like a moron, trying to click his head in hopes that it would give it to him, but I just sat there staring at him. Poor kid probably thought something was wrong with me. Eventually though, he just grabbed a cone and ice cream and walked out. I announced I was quitting the job and walked out and just continued walking until I quit the game. Around the time when I couldn't give the kid the ice cream is when I figured out it was a role-play game, because he gave me prop money that I could do nothing with except give it to people. I give the game a 5.5/10 for the dev being lazy and only making this game for money. This is also a first look into a game I've never played before, so raw fresh take here. I joined a little bit confused, but after a minute I figured out what to do. You add items on the table and put them into the cauldron and turn them into potions, like the big head potion, the levitation potion, etc. There are truly so many combos and you could probably be engaged for hours, so there's the one extra social point. One of the main things to do in this game is that to get more items, you have to go out into the map and search and use your potions to get items. I really like this game because you have to think on what to add to make potions, like how the fairy makes things smaller and so you could combine it with a brain which is a head and make a small head potion. It's small details like this that make the game better. There's also events, so there's plenty of things to do in this game. I see why so many people play this game now. I rate it a 8/10. It's creative, fun, and makes you think unlike other Roblox games. Like they say, when you know one simulator, you know all of them. This was my first time joining Pet Simulator X and I knew what to do immediately. Everything was laid out and I didn't need a tutorial or a guide. It's almost like big games made this game extremely simple to play for children and also monetized the hell out of this game. You start by just clicking money and having your pet dig it for you. That's the whole concept of this game, digging treasures and money. After you have 300 you are able to buy a starter egg, and after that every milestone like 1k, 2.9k, you get to have the option to buy a better egg. You could also buy your eggs, but that's a whole thing in itself. That's all the game has to offer. You just sit and mine coins and upgrade eggs. I quit very early when playing it because of how boring it was. Half of the time I was just sitting on my phone and watching YouTube while letting my pets mine for me. Maybe there's more to this game, but knowing it's a simulator, most likely not. I rated a 6/10 for being easier to set up and get started, and because of how boring and Robux consuming this game is. Now, I'll review the catalog and OOG parts of Roblox. I'll pick 3 things that people find bad about OOG, more specifically the catalog. Alright, I know, before the OOG fanboys come after me, just know I'm talking about known public OOG drama and I am in no way downplaying the effect OOG has had for Roblox. Alright, now I can actually speak. In my opinion, I think OOG items can be cool and good, if you know where to look, but sometimes, OOG creators abuse their position and do stuff that is against the cause, and what's surprising is that most of the rule breakers are YouTubers, who are given the ability to create items just by being in the star program, which I disagree with. One of the most popular examples of a YouTuber breaking the OOG rules is Kringley with his golden parrot. If you didn't know, many Lamators, which I will talk about in this video, get very angry when people reskin/make items that are very close to already existing limited, and lucky enough, there is a limited called Macaw Shoulder Friend on the Roblox catalog created by Roblox themselves. So what did Kringley do to receive hate? He reskinned the Macaw Shoulder Friend and painted it gold and uploaded it, and it actually went through. After this, he got a lot of hate on Twitter and used the I didn't know any better card to hopefully calm down some of the hate, which it kinda did. It is now the 3rd Roblox OOG item to be content deleted, and anybody who bought the item has been received a refund of 100 Robux. And this is just one example of this happening. There are many more, like the furry mask, which the op that it belonged to was a, let's just say, not safe for work one, and the other time like the OOG creator who stole free blender meshes he found online. Roblox often is quick though, deleting items that break the TOS. There isn't much OOG drama anymore, so I'd rate OOG and its creators a 5/10. Not a lot of people talk about this, but it's a pretty big problem. Like I said, when you add people to the OOG program who haven't even touched Blender for 1 second, not saying I have either, they obviously aren't going to make good quality items. Most OOG creators just make a shoulder pad and call it a day, but some like to take it a bit further. For this example I'll be using Thavos and the sphere drama. There's not much to say about it. Man went into Blender, made a gray sphere, and uploaded it as a hat, and it actually got through. Many people were complaining about this because there are actual artists and talented hat creators who should be in the OOG program but aren't. Meanwhile, Roblox allows this creator to take a sphere and upload it for 5k. It's like a slap in the face for the talented artists. I forgot what happened after, but if I find out I'll put it here. I rate this section a 5/10. Many people have different opinions on this, but personally I find it to be annoying. If you don't know what I mean by trends, I mean a style of an item being overdone until it's run into the ground. This isn't that big of a problem because usually the trend ends after 2 weeks or 1 week and another one starts. For example, the rainbow trend. People really took any item they could think of, painted it black, and put a rainbow over it, and surprisingly, people ate this up like a lot of new players would by this and wear it. So I'd rate this section a 7/10 because people actually buy and wear the items and enjoy it. This next section will be reviewing the community aspect of Roblox. I will pick 4 things to review that people find bad about the Roblox community as of now. I can't really speak on this because I'm not one of these, but they aren't as annoying as everybody makes them out to be. I've talked to some of them, Emma's included, and they are pretty chill. They weren't toxic to me, but I know a lot of the other styles, like barbs and models, are most of the time toxic. They remind me of Minecraft griefers. Not much else to say. Slenders can suck my dick. 7.5/10. I hate Lamators, people who flex expensive items and think they are better than everybody else. I mean, there are some traders who are nice and shut the fuck up about their limiteds, but there's something I hate even more. Pretend hackers, when in reality they are 9, have a soccer game to attend tomorrow, and their mother just made spaghetti for them. It's insane how many of these people are there. I'm gonna get someone mad with this lol. 4/10. I'm not gonna lie, people who exploit to ruin games and make them unplayable can burn in hell. That was a joke, but it's pretty annoying. You know, you're obviously going to get mad when somebody does this, like you could be one but they ruined it. You suck anyways. I give this section 3/10. Now, this is kind of ironic knowing I make orc content lol, but it must be said, people who joined in 2019 and want old Roblox back need to shut up! They need to realize that it's never coming back and your only hope is the orc, and it's not even people who were actually playing old Roblox, it's just people who joined from 2017 to now. I rate this section a 4/10. For the last aspect of Roblox I'll be reviewing today, I'll be talking about Roblox versus its community player base. I'll pick 3 things that people complain about Roblox for doing. Okay, this topic is one that I'm actually passionate about. I know a lot of people who loved egg hunts, and I can personally recall being really excited for Egg Hunt 2018 and telling all of my friends about it in math class. They didn't care though, they all in jail. But anyways, it's quite evident Roblox is relying on its users more to create a good product. In all reality. But before I say my opinion, form your own opinion, okay? I don't think Roblox is as bad as people make it out to be. Nah, JK, Roblox is fine, people just make it out to be terrible. I mean, I still play it sometimes. There are downsides and positives like anything out right now, so I'm in the middle. It's not terrible, but it's also not good. So there's my opinion. Sub and like. I also won't be able to make videos as much cause I have to focus on other things. So I hope you enjoyed this video.